Hello everyone, I'm Carter, this is the 2A Enthusiast, and today I want to give you a tabletop review on the Winchester Wildcat. Um, and it is, in my opinion, one of the better options for a 10-22 or a 22 semi-auto rifle. One of the reasons why I believe, or I guess there's multiple reasons why I believe it's somewhat of a better option than the 10-22. When I picked this up, it was actually way inexpensive, much cheaper than the 10-22 from Ruger. Um, and so that was one selling point for me. But the main reason why I got it was the weight. It may not be lighter than the 10-22, but ergonomically, it just feels lighter. It feels more like a backpacker style, um, you know, kind of carry around the woods kind of gun for shooting squirrels and things like that. I think it is a super awesome rifle. The iron sights that it comes with, super nice. The rail is integrated into the upper portion of the receiver, so you don't have to worry about screwing in any rails or picking up any rails or anything like that. Um, One really cool feature is it does take 10-22 rotary magazines, so it comes with Winchester's own, I guess, version of the magazine. Now, if you just saw that there, I didn't have to grab a little lever like you do on the Ruger, which is the main thing that I really hate about Ruger. I hate that there's that little like um, I guess AK style release on the bottom. For 10-22, I feel like that's kind of inconvenient, especially if it's like for a kid. That's kind of a weird spot for a kid to grab. Now, it does have a release button right here that you can kind of push towards you, and it will release the magazine, which is, I feel like, a little bit better of a position than having to push forward on the lip right here to release the magazine. That's just my 2 cents. But it does have these cool little red levers on both sides. All you gotta do, push off the magazine, push those levers down, pops out the magazine. Now, like I mentioned, I feel like this overall is at least it feels to me, somewhat of a lighter style of 10-22, a lighter version, I guess. That may not be the case, but it is more of a minimalist style rifle. You don't have a super heavy, large stock in the back, um, like you do on the 10-22. So I feel like it's a little bit more convenient in that way. And then it has a little Picatinny slot on the front. So if you do want to throw on a bipod, if you're trying to maybe teach a kid how to shoot a little bit better, um, and you don't necessarily want to set it on bags, or you don't have bags to set it on, but you do have a bipod, makes it super convenient to do that. And then it does have a little sling loop right here on the front, as well as it does have a little slot on the back for sling. So that's fairly convenient to be able to place your slings on here. Um, they do, going forward, this does not have a threaded barrel, although they do make a version of of this with a threaded barrel. I wasn't smart enough on waiting when this first came out, and so I got the model without threaded barrel. Although I do eventually want to get one that has a threaded barrel on it. Um, Now, one, I guess, gripe I have with 10-22s is cleaning them. 22s in general, I don't like cleaning 22s. And Winchester, I think, did it the best on making it more convenient for people to clean their rifles, at least with the Winchester Wildcat. So, like I said, you have that nice, convenient levers that you pull, and it releases the magazine. Now, if you look right here, I don't know if you can see that, you do have this little like red button thing right there. They make it really convenient to yank out the action, um, kind of similarly to like a M1A, or um, a little bit like a lever action. How you just pull the um, the loop and just yanks right out. So I can't show you this on camera, so I'm gonna do it, and then I'll show you what it kind of looks like. So, A couple of things to note: you do have to be able to pull the trigger. So you'll pull the trigger, and then you'll push this little red button in here, and so this is what it looks like when it's taken apart. So you got the barrel, I guess the barrel to action, and then you have the receiver itself. And like I said, you've got that little red button that you got to push on. Let's see if it focuses for you. But yeah, that's fairly simple. Makes it way convenient to be able to clean, get inside of there. And then one thing that's really nice that I really like is the hole on the bottom. You can actually clean all the way down the barrel, so you can shove like a rod down there, or if you use like snakes or anything like that. So it makes it way more, I guess, convenient to clean, which is what I really love about it. So when installing the action back into the receiver or the stock itself, you do have to depress that red button a little bit, just like you had to depress it to release it. So you'll pop it in there, and then you'll just depress the red button a little bit, and then it just drops right in. Just like that. So super simple, super easy. I would say if you're looking for maybe like a 1022 alternative, maybe you have something against Ruger, or you really just want to branch out a little bit. You don't necessarily want a Ruger, or maybe you have some things you don't love about the Ruger, kind of like me. How I don't love cleaning a Ruger. I feel like Rugers are a little more inconvenient when it comes to cleaning them because they get so dirty. It's a little bit harder to really clean up the action itself. Or maybe you just want something that's it's a little different. I'm a huge fan of that little lever thing. It's super convenient. You know, if you especially if you're running like a 25 round banana mag, it's way more convenient to be able to just pop that, and it just comes right out. And then again, it does have that little lever right here on the top that you can pop it as well. But for me, I just think is a great alternative to a Ruger 1022. So that's the Winchester Wildcat review. I'm Carter. This is the Toy Enthusiast channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram if you have any questions, or if there's any kind of content that you're interested in seeing. I'd love to hear what you maybe are interested in and what you'd like to see. So thank you.